Roblox stock has performed well in 2024, rising close to $60 per share, and it started the year at around $45 per share. But what about for 2025? Should investors buy Roblox stock before 2025? Well, that's the answer I'm going to deliver in this video, looking at the company's trailing 12-month revenue, its cash flow from operations, the valuation, and looking ahead over the next several years and what investors can expect from the company, and answering whether or not I think investors should buy this metaverse stock. So let's take a look. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now. So like I highlighted in the introduction of the video, Roblox stock price performing really well here in 2024. And it's especially interesting because it fell closer to $30 a share before nearly doubling up to $60 per share here in 2024. The company delivered excellent performance during the earlier stages of the pandemic when kids were sent home from school and activities were canceled. The company's active user growth surged and delivered great improvement. What was surprising was that it maintained that growth even after economic reopening. That's what was truly surprising. You could see the company's revenue on a trailing 12-month basis continue to surge even after the increase during the early stages of lockdowns. The company now generated $3.364 billion in trailing 12-month revenue. That's up from around $900 million in late 2020. The company's platform is free to join, but users deposit money on the platform to buy enhanced experiences, to buy decorations for their avatars and characters, and other ways they can spend money on the platform. And that generates the primary source of revenue for Roblox, which is also looking for new ways to generate revenue, including some advertising on the platform. It's still early days for the advertising on the platform, but longer term, I suspect that advertising will play an increasing role in this metaverse business. Now, the company, its financials are curious. And what do I mean by that? Well, I highlighted the business model, right? It's free to join, and then people can deposit money on the platform if they want to buy these experiences. But the way Roblox accounts for that is when someone puts in $100 on the platform, Roblox doesn't count that as revenue immediately. It counts that as what it calls bookings. And then the bookings turn into revenue on a prorated basis over a 24-month period. Roblox acts as though the people that are putting $100 on the platform take about 2 years to use up that $100. Now, I've said this before, but if you have kids and if you've put money on Roblox for your kids, like I have, you'll know that 24 months for any amount of money, whether it's $10 or $100, would be wishful thinking. My kids' Roblox or Robux, when I put on the platform, doesn't even last 24 days, sometimes not even 24 hours. But Roblox acts as though it's going to take 24 months. Now, that's a really conservative accounting choice from Roblox, which makes its income statement look worse than it actually is, given the organic use of the platform by its users. And so it's a little precarious in terms of how you evaluate the company, which is why I think cash flow from operations is one of the most important metrics to look at on Roblox, because it's more important than revenue. Revenue is kind of like a trailing indicator for the business. The revenue that it's accounting for today is money that people probably put on the platform 6 months ago, 12 months ago, 18 months ago. The cash flow from operations does incorporate those deposits to the platform, which in most cases, and I'd be curious to hear your comments in the comments section below if you have similar experience as I do with my kids and how quickly they go through the Robux. And the cash flow from operations, it accounts for that. When money comes in, it goes in the cash flow from operations. There isn't a delay like they do with revenue. And so the income statement, the losses on the bottom line are more than they actually are if you look at the organic use of the company's products. But looking at the cash flow from operations, you can see this big surge here in 2024. from a little over 360 million in early 2023 on a trailing 12-month basis, more than doubling to 781 million, more than it's ever been on the platform. And I didn't think I would be saying that given how popular Roblox was during the lockdown stages of the pandemic. I mean, this was one of the biggest pandemic winners. Imagine every kid from school was sent home to learn from home, to do everything from home, and parents were not comfortable letting kids go play with other kids outside in person. So they had kids play with each other on Roblox, and it added tens of millions of users, and engagement was exploding on the platform. I didn't think it would get back to that level. And it's actually surpassed that level here in 2024 in terms of trailing 12-month cash flow from operations. So the return on invested capital has been improving from negative 800% to negative 93%. But the return on invested capital, the denominator here is earnings or net income. And like I highlighted earlier, this is a trailing indicator because of how the company accounts for those bookings on the platform, the deposits on the platform. So return on invested capital is measuring the company's performance on a very conservative basis according to their accounting standards, prorating those deposits out over a 24-month period when most of the users on the platform go through those Robux relatively quickly. Much quicker than 24 months is my estimation. But I don't have any data on that. Roblox doesn't provide that kind of data on the average use, the average time used, and how quickly people go through the Robux on the platform. I'm just looking at it anecdotally from my kids and how they use it, and the way most people use money they put into a gaming platform, whether it's Roblox or Fortnite or another gaming platform where you put money in. Doesn't take that long to use up that money. So let's look at valuation. The business has been performing really, really well. The prospects look great. If I share with you in the free cash flow expectations from Wall Street expects Roblox's free cash flows between now and 2028 to grow at a compounded annual growth rate of 28%. So you got a strong business, great user economics, great customer value proposition. What about the valuation? Well, it's expensive. It's trading at a price to free cash flow of 63. And given the rate of increase in cash flow, it seems a little bit pricey. So to answer the question, should you buy Roblox stock before 2025? I would say no. I would say this is one where it's a great business. It's one where you put on your watch list and wait for a dip to buy at a better valuation. Hey everyone, I'm excited to announce that my book is finally available for sale. I've been working on it for more than a year now, so I'm really excited to finally share this with you now. It goes through my framework for evaluating stocks. Some of you often ask why I like this stock or why I like the other stock, and this framework provides you the things that I look at when I'm evaluating stocks. I've added the link in the description below.